Welcome back to Likros. We're working on the Parshas Hashavua this week, Parshas Tazria. Parshas Tazria, discussing the Tazria, says, Kulo hafach lavan tarabu. When it changes to be white, then he's tar. You see there's different shades, different details about what's called saraz, what's called this Torah type of leprosy, and sometimes it changes, and that's what we're discussing here. To understand this idea, how does it relate to us? Explains the Rebbe, the Yismach Moshe. Hafach neger kulo lios lavin. What's it mean? It reversed. Why? Because there's three types of pachadadin. Three people who are scared of acting improperly. One is, level one, shiori min nezik. He's afraid of damage that can happen if he acts improperly. If I steal your wallet, you might attack me back. You might not be so happy that you did that. Bays, a different level. This person's not afraid of nezik, rather he's afraid of embarrassment. He doesn't want to steal your wallet because he might be embarrassed afterwards. That's what bothers him. And the third is lichluch, that he could get dirty from doing this sin, that he'd be obligated to pay back, and he's made his soul dirty with sin. So therefore, let's compare. If a person says, the main reason why I don't steal, why am I not stealing your wallet? It's because I'm afraid you're going to hit me back in the nose, I'm going to get a bloody nose. If that's my main reason, so that's very low level. That means I'm a very physical-oriented person, looking out for my physical nose, and that's what motivates me. If I'm a higher level, more spiritual person, so then I'm afraid of embarrassment. Embarrassment doesn't physically hurt. It doesn't hurt my nose. But embarrassment's a higher level. And the person who is on the highest level, that he doesn't want to dirty his soul with the sin, that's obviously the highest level. So therefore, let's discuss this. What's called doing it wrong? What's the tire of the Mitzvah helping? Somebody who's bechinas novel. Someone who's a disgusting person. He's too focused on Kashmias. So novel is this Seder that we said. Novel is a person who's worried most about the nezik, most about you're going to punch me in the nose. Second, he has less motivation. He has 60% motivation. That doesn't want to get punched in the nose. He has some other motivation. Let's call it 30% motivation. He doesn't want to be embarrassed being caught as someone who steals your wallet. And 10% motivation, let's say, is the highest level, is the lich. He doesn't want his soul to get dirty. So that's novel. A disgusting person is what it means in Hebrew, the word novel. So the pasuk says here, if he's hafach lovin, it uses the word reversal. If he changes, if he reverses the letters from novel, disgusting person, to lovin, to white, he has the same letters, nun beis lamed, but now it's the opposite order. Now it's lamed beis nun. So the Mitzvah takes heart, realizes he has to change. So he's really the same guy, but he changes his motivation. His main motivation, 60%, is he doesn't want to do sin because it contaminates his soul. That's really what bothers him. And his next motivating factor, 30%, is he doesn't want to be embarrassed being the one who steals. And his last motivating factor, 10%, is he doesn't want to get punched in the nose. It's still a factor, but it's not his main factor. His main factor is the more spiritual way, to become a more spiritual person. So then he's changed from being novel, disgusting person, to hafach lovin, to being the white, being a person who has this seder, he has his priorities more in the spiritual order. And that's the remez of this verse.